Friday, everybody. We're gonna do some of this stuff today. Let's pop this out, right? Yeah. About, yeah, there we go. Then we're going to, should change my channel, read what I'm saying here. My misspelling is starting already. Let's look at my dashboard. Guess it's still the same. It's good. Let's go here. Oh, good. Now it's live. Okay, now we do this. Close that. Put it in there. All right. I'm trying to use ads on that. It doesn't work. It's not the same. That's okay. All right. I think I have everything I need to get started. Thanks. Everybody, you are too kind, too kind. All right, what are we doing today? I think we're good now. I think I want to change this box size just a little bit. Maybe I make it shorter instead. Yeah. Nice. Seems to work. Okay. On to this. Okay, 4 loops. We're doing 4 loops again. I took some notes yesterday. What color are we going to use today? Lists and dictionaries, okay. For loops allow for iteration. In a list from the leftmost, which starts at 0. Right? Did I say where it starts at 0? All lists begin at 0. Great. Do something for every pet. Okay. Loop will run all of the code in the indented block and do all for X. Warning can be set to any variable name, but you should be careful to avoid using the word list as a variable, since that's a reserved word. So this would be, oops. Reset the exercise, yes. Oh man, today, already, people. Oh, it's my brother. Okay, I'm gonna like just mute my mic. Oh, you can't hear me. There we go. Yeah, we're a little stuck here, as you all saw, but it's fine. It is fine. We will figure this out. Don't we do it like this? We go like this, and we say 0 to 5. I feel like maybe this could be, we do this. Up here. Ah, because it's strings. For strings, right? How do we do that differently? Is it different? I did not take sufficient notes yesterday. I thought that I did, but I feel like I don't know how to do this, and it's the very first one. This does not bode well for a Friday. I've just gotta say it. Just gotta say it. Okay, it's trying to give me hints. I'm using a for loop to print out all of the elements in the list names. What should it be? I mean, it's printing out all the names, but it's not, I don't think it's doing it the way it wants. What have I forgotten? Look at the sample code instructions if you need help. That's the hint you gave me? Read the instructions? That's the names list. For X in names. Print X. There we go. What? Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Plus, the sound is hilarious. I enjoy it very much. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Getting ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Man, I gotta go to the supermarket today. I don't know why I dislike it so much. I should think about it a little bit more because I love food. Why don't I like going to the supermarket? It's
a chore.
It's
No
a
one
chore.
likes- no
Yeah,
one likes
but I
chores.
mean, I don't know. You know me, I think everything is like your perspective on stuff. So I'm thinking of how to change my perspective so I don't just like dread and delay going to the supermarket until I'm walking around the corner for a gallon of milk. Or like, I've got these 3 things. How can I make a whole meal out of that? Because I don't want to go to the supermarket. I think it's because I have yet to find an ideal way. This is really the problem. I'll tell it to you true. And I know that this is like totally crazy, but there's no ideal way to pack the groceries in your cart and then unload them onto the conveyor belt so that as they're bagged, like I try to do it so I pull the heaviest stuff out of the cart first, right? Then when I put it back in, it's all the heaviest again, but it never fits right. Like, even if I can get it all in the shopping cart, when I unload it and then put it all back in, it doesn't all fit. It's just, it's not, I don't know. I don't know what I dislike about it so much. It's probably just the idea of like moving things, the same things over and over so many times. Maybe that's it, right? Because I move it off the shelf into my cart, out of the cart, onto the conveyor belt to pay for it, off the conveyor belt into the bag, into the cart, from the cart into the car, from the car into the apartment, from into the apartment into like the cabinets and the fridge and freezer and stuff. That's a lot of travel,
There's a way to automate that.
right? It's called hire somebody else to do it for you.
Yep.
And shopping online for the supermarket is like, I mean, there's some supermarkets that have like online ordering and then you can pick up your stuff. But I find that, you know, when they list, when you're looking at a supermarket aisle and you're there in person and you see there's like so many different kinds and flavors of one item, and then trying to list that on a page and they do like every single one, it's too much information for it to just come from the screen. I don't know how else to explain how I feel about that. It's not as intuitive as looking, grabbing, and putting in your cart, because you got to click forward. No, that's not what I wanted. Click back, and then, you know, back and forth. It's even worse, I think, in its current state. All right, what are we really supposed to be doing? That's right, writing the structure of a for loop. For X in a print X. All right, there we go. Next. That took way too much time. That was much more effort than it should have been for something that simple. You can also use a for loop on a dictionary to loop through its keys with the following. Okay. Keys are paired with values. So the key would be aardvark, and the value that it would print out is a star of popular children's cartoon show. Yeah. Okay. That is how that works. Foobar. That's funny. Alright. Note the dictionaries are unordered, meaning that anytime you loop through a dictionary, you'll go through every key. Okay, so that's trying to tell us about in the future about making quick processes. But you're not guaranteed to get them in any particular order. Alright. So that means there could be, if you run the search in the dictionary, the loop in the dictionary like that, then you're going to get variable times even if you're searching for the same item. That's okay. Something to note. Okay, maybe it'll print all of them. Let's try it. For key in Webster, print Webster key. Oh yeah, look at that. I can follow instructions. So when it's inside a dictionary, that's when it has to be like that. Because the other one was just print X, and here we have to do print Webster key. For loop lists and for loop dictionaries. Next. Control flow and looping. While looping, you may want to perform different actions depending on the particular item on the list. For numbers in numbers, if numbers greater than 6, print number. Include printed 7. Okay, so then you loop through the numbers and store each of them in the list in the value number. On each loop, if number is greater than 6, we print it out. So we print 7 because 7 is the only one in this list that's larger than 6. Okay, and keep track of your indentation or you may get confused. Okay, so this print inside kind of prints it into the loop. Is that what they're saying? And then once you're done with the loop, then you're printing on the screen. This doesn't print on the screen. Maybe? Maybe that's what they're trying to tell me. Like in step 2 above, loop through each item in the list called A. For number in A, if number equals 7. Oh, if it's even, if the number's even. I want to say, should we write it as if number divided by 2 has no float? Yeah. There we go. That's it. So float 2, you can test. Okay. Yeah. If number percent 2 0. Yeah. Print number let's see what happens when we do that. Ah, invalid syntax. Yeah, that's always the problem. Line 4, name number is not defined. I spelt it wrong, that's why. Surprise! Surprise, all my errors are spelling and missing colons. Yeah! I even had the right idea without looking at the instructions. Yeah. Next. Lists and functions. Functions can also take lists as input and perform various operations on those lists. I feel like I probably need to I don't know, maybe new people will come in. Today is not very lively. There, I don't have many working partners right now. For n numbers, n is less than 1. Totally equals to 1. Wow. Okay. Define a function count small that has one parameter numbers. Initialize a variable total that we can use in the for loop. Okay, initializing it means setting it assigned to something as your start point, I'm guessing, in this context. For each item n, inside numbers, if n is less than 10, we increment the total. After the for loop, we return the total. After the function definition, we create an array of numbers called lotto. We call the count small function, pass in lotto, and store the return result in small. And store the return result in small, so small equals count small. Lotto, so basically running this function on these numbers in that list. Okay? Yep, I'm getting it. Just the very first piece. Finally, we print out the returned result, which is 2, since 4 and 8 are less than 2. Print small. Okay. Now what are we supposed to do here? Write a function that counts how many times the string fizz appears in a list. Write a function called fizzCount that takes okay, so first we're going to define fizzCount equals, is that, no, wrong thing, like this, takes a list X as input. Create a variable count to hold the ongoing count. All right. Initialize it to 0. Okay. 4, then we're going to do a for loop. 4. X in X. For item in X, maybe? Ah! Fat finger in this keyboard again. 4 items in X. Ooh, I almost forgot this one up here.
Hello, America. What's up?
Thrown an error.
Oh, all right. I'm actually showing up soon, and to click a couple of things off the list, and then it'll be complete while I'm on site. Oh, crap. I can't make it that quick. Let me just give you a draft. How's that? Can you dig it? Okay. All right, you got it. Let me just patch it up and give you what I've got, and I'll give you something a little more polished on Monday, Tuesday. All right, bye-bye.
If the item is equal to the string fizz, if item equals fizz, then count equals count plus 1. Ah, plus 1. Yeah, okay. Return count. And then we need to make fizz count parentheses list strings fizz, right? So this is fizz count, and then, or is this X? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's pick at it a little bit. How about invalid syntax? Is it supposed to be a double equal sign? Line 10, count is not defined. Print line 4 and line 10. It needs to be something else. It can't be total, so. Okay, so we've defined phys count and put X inside. Maybe instead of X, we should say something else. Is it item that we want to use? I don't think so. It's not X, it's phys count. Right? Okay, well, let's change that back because it wasn't throwing that error before. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Whatever. Line 9 on line 4. Line 4 is 4 item in X. I don't think it should be X. That's why. Still have the problems in line 4 and 10. 4 for item in X. There's phys count, close count plus 1. Trying to count, okay. And where's line 4? 4 item in X. Okay, and line 10, number fours. Oops. There's a change down here. There we go. So we're defining phys count, the x, then down, and then saying what this function does. Down here we say x is equal to this, phys, cat, and phys. I don't like this. I don't think it should have that. There we go. And then we need, what do we want? Phys. Print phys. Oh, I did it! We didn't even look. And granted, it wasn't easy, but I still did it. That even makes it better. That it wasn't easy. Although it gave me a lot of hints. It still took me that long. Alright. Feels like it's slow going today. String looping. As we've mentioned, strings are like lists with characters as elements. Yes. You can loop through strings the same way you loop through lists. Well, we won't ask you to do that in this section. Put an example in the editor of how looping through a string might work. Okay, so this one all I have to do is just like run it and see how it works. But first, before we run it, let's look and see if we can guess what it's going to do. Or figure out what it's going to do, not guess. Alright. I gotta put on my glasses and rub my eyes and stuff. They're scratchy and itchy. Itchy and scratchy. So much cooler. Alright. Ah, that should be better. I need like eye drops. There we go. All right. So for letter, one of the letters inside the string Codecademy, print letter. Okay, empty lines to make the output pretty, print nothing, okay, then word equals program unit is fun, for a letter in word, if letter equals I, print letter. So it's going to print all the letters in Codecademy, right? So C-O-D-E-C-A-D-E-M-Y. And then I. Right? Let's see. Yes. Okay. Next. On to the core of our project. Oof. Alright, in the above example, we created a new dictionary called animal counts with 3 entries. One of the entries has the key ant and the value 3. The other one is bear, value 6, and the key crow, value 2. Okay. Create a dictionary called prices using the dictionary format like the example above. Put these values into your prices dictionary between the brackets. Okay. prices equals, oh my goodness. Banana. 4. That's a expensive banana. Orange. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And no comma after it. Next. And now we're going to create a stock dictionary. Makes sense. Got to tell them how much of each that we have. 6. Oops. Zero apples. 32 oranges. And pears. Oops. There we go. Keeping track of the produce. Now that you have all of your product info, you should print out all of your inventory information. Okay. In the above example, we create 2 dictionaries, once and twice, that have the same keys. Because we know they have the same keys, we can loop through one dictionary and print values from both once and twice. Okay. For key in prices, print prices, and then we're going to make this be the little string key in here, and we're telling it that substitute the %s. We're going to substitute that with once, sorry, prices key. Stock %s stock key. Okay. Loop through each key in prices. Like the example above, for each key, print out the key along with its price and stock information. Print the answer in exactly the following format. But we're missing the title. We're missing the title. We need it to be to have a title in it, and we're gonna print key. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, that is what we're gonna do. Yes. We could even make it like prettier and put another print in there so it leaves a space between each one. Oh my god, yes, it's telling me it's still not right. Check what your code prints for orange. It doesn't look quite right. Orange 1.5. Orange 32. It looks right. Pear 3. Stock 15. Price. Banana price 4. Stock 6. Apple price 2. Stock 0. My hands are getting sweaty. I have one of those little things. I thought that I did. Is it over here? No, it's where it's digging in my drawers. Where is it? I don't have it. It's not there though. Where is this? You know, the easy solution is probably just to open the window. But it's gonna get even louder in here if I do that. Guess I'm just gonna have to like wave them around and wipe them on my shorts. Like, sweaty palms. Alright. So we made it look nice. It's still throwing an error. Why is it throwing an error? What is wrong here? Is it because it's 1.5? I don't think that should be an issue. This is tough because it looks right. What did I do wrong? It's one of those things again where it works, it functions, it even looks good, but apparently my syntax isn't quite correct. Let's see. It's not loop through each key and prices. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Rent prices and stock. They want it the other way? No. Price and stock. Oh, is it not happy about my use of yes. It wanted price and I wrote prices. That was the problem. So it wasn't syntax. Oh, so it can be prices, but I need to print price because it needed to look exactly as it was showing there. And I was just slightly not exactly that. Ever so slightly. Okay, I want to know the total value of inventory. So we're going to want to do total equals 0. Okay. Create a variable called total. That's not how you spell that. And equal it to 0. Then loop through the prices dictionary. This will be for key in prices, right? Multiply the number in prices by the number in stock. Do we do total equals? No, it's got to be something else, not total, right? No, I think it will be total. Equals. Prices times stock. Return total. And then print total. Let's see. Return outside function. Unexpected indent, okay. There we go. Return is outside the function. I feel like it's not quite right. Like, I think, like, this should be under here. Oops, sorry. So we're going to add the key. For key in prices, total equals 0. Total equals prices. Key, stock key. Return total, print total. Okay. And then would that be total equals total plus total? Still not happy at line 22. wonder if that's enough. We do plus 1 plus total. No. It's printing this. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna add an extra print here so I can it can look a little bit nicer. Okay, and the total is not. It's not right. Print. Capitalization matters. Didn't do the correct total. Why? Prices key times stock key. Telling me not to put any additional text. It's going to be mad if I do that. But it's still returning 0 because total equals 0. That it? Or was it the other way around? Like that? Okay, so we're printing the total. Okay, of each one, but that's not all of them together. Getting close. Right, so we have total. So we say total equals 0. Then we say total equals 4 times 6 plus the total, which was 0. So then that resets the total to be that number, and then you run it again. Right, so am I not, let's see. No, that's got to be indented. It's giving me the total is 0. It's not giving me this one again. Nope, indented too far. 48, 45, 24, and 0. Yes, those numbers are right, but I want a total to be all of them added together, not printing. Am I supposed to put like... Am I missing syntax? Syntax error, return outside function. Nope, I feel a little stuck. So it's not like that. Hence. Prices key, stop key, plus the last total. I'm gonna peek at the solution. Oh, I want to keep trying. Let me just copy paste this into Notepad. So then we can look at the difference. I'm sure, I mean, obviously it's in here. That's the problem. I'm not quite sure. Okay. So instead of key, they used food. But I don't know why that would be any different. Let's see. Okay. For key and prices, print key, print. So we could do for food and prices. Print prices times stock food. Prices food. Okay. So they're saying it should be like this. First total equals 0. Oops. Then for food and prices, print prices food times stock food, then total equals, I was close here, So we like this. Total equals 0. So we had that line just in the wrong place. We had 4 key in prices. First, I guess we'd have to print, right? Print this times this. Then total equals total plus that times that. Then print the total. I guess you have to do this so that it creates it inside. I don't know. Let's see. Let's run it and see what it looks like. We were so close. We didn't need the return, and they wanted all of them, so it should have been. We were so close except for the print total at the end. Not bad. Not bad. Next. Okay, there's our list. That's it. What? What? Next. How much are we paying for all the items on our grocery list? Start total 0. Our number numbers. Total plus number return. Spend is 1, 2, 3, 4. First define a function called sum with parameter numbers. Initialize the variable total. This is our running sum. Okay, which is total equals 0. For each number on the list, we add that number to the running sum total. For each number on the list, we add it to the running sum total. At the end of the function, we return the running sum, return total. After the function, we create n, which is the list of numbers. Finally, we call the sum numbers function with variable n and print the result. Print sum n. Define a function called compute bill. So we're going to define compute bill food. Right? One. Yeah, do we? Yep. Gotta put a colon after that. In the function, create a variable total, initial value of 0. Yep. For each item in the food list, add the price of that item to total plus equals food. Finally, return the total. For food, for item in food. Oh, my phone's running out of battery. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Plug in my phone and all that kind of stuff. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Okay, I'm still here, but I'm eating, so I'm gonna leave the picture off, the camera off. You don't all need to see me eat. You all know what it is anyway. Leftovers, like it is every day. Oh, there's a ton of people. Now everybody's here. Hi, people. Happy Friday. Yay. For each item in the food list, add that to the total. Turn. There we go. Turn total. Okay. At the end of the function, we return the sum. We return the running sum. Okay. See if that's it. I'm not quite getting this. I'm low on brain juice today. Okay. And we know that shopping list is that, so print. Shop, but it's not food. Prices? We want to print compute bill. It's not working today, man. It's just my brain is not working today. I feel like my head's full of stuffing. Food equals shopping list. Okay. Well, let's see. 25 and 21. I don't know. I know it's a problem in there. And line 25, print compute bill shopping list. So it's not like happy about that. Oh, this should be food. Not dude, food. Oh. Equals total plus price key. Global name price is not defined. Prices is though. I'm just making it worse, aren't I? That is not unusual for me. I don't understand that we need to use. Obviously, this. I'm trying to explain where I'm stuck right now. I'm stuck because I'm not understanding. I mean, this isn't. Is this food list then? Like that? Mm. All right. Take this one. 23 and 21. Print total. Maybe we don't need a return. All right, I'm going to take all of this. I'm sure it's going to look totally different than what I did, but we eventually have to get through this module. Notepad. Item in food. Total equal total plus price leaves. Food. I'm not sure. Let's look. I did keep trying. I keep trying a lot. Stop guilting me into it. Shopping list. Okay. For item and food. That's the problem. I had return total. It's supposed to be return total, and I had print total. That's the only problem. And prices here should be item. For item and food, it's prices of the item. Okay. I'm almost done eating. And I'll turn my camera back on. Oh. All right. This should work. I'm always bumping into my microphone, sorry. Alright, let's turn the webcam back on. Alright. Let's finish up here now. So that was the problem. So we take there, and then for each item in that argument, the total equals the total, the running total, plus prices of each item. And return the total. Okay, next one. Now you need your compute bill function to take the stock inventory of a particular item into an account when computing the cost. Ultimately, if an item isn't in stock, then it shouldn't be included in your total. You can't buy or sell what you don't have. Now, my question is, all right, so we're gonna have to do these 2 steps, and then figuring out what order to put them in is the challenge here. Let's see. When you loop through each item of food, for item in food, if stock item greater than 0, then we run that. If the item is in stock, and after you add the price to the total, subtract 1 from the item's stock. Are we out of music here? Yes, we are. Let's do this one. I wonder if that's too loud. Maybe? I don't know. We'll leave it. Nobody's in here to give a shit anyway, so it's all good. Sounds good to me, so it's good. Do I need to put something after that? I don't remember. I think so, because it's an if statement. Is it a colon or is it a semicolon? It's only a colon. Okay. What else? What else are we doing now? Then how about, how are we gonna do this? I guess after we add it to total. Is it like that, or is it the curly cues? Greater than 0. Why is it doing that? Minus equals 1. Is that right? Yes! Oh my god, you guys, food works magic on my brain. I feel so much better. Alright. On to the next one. Okay. Now we can like pat ourselves on the back because we've done a great job with lists and dictionaries in this project. You practice using for loops with lists and dictionaries, writing functions with loops, lists, and dictionaries, and updating data in response to changes in the environment. For instance, decreasing the number of bananas in stock by 1 when you sell one. Print your results and click Run to finish this course. Print total. Print, compute bill, food. Print. Oops. Okay, it's printing that function, it's not printing the actual... They say it's super easy. They even accepted that, and it's not right. Maybe it's... But it's not printing it. I'm not actually getting a number. I should get 4, 550. And I'm not. It's saying I did it, but I'm not seeing it. food. Maybe it's just gonna. Okay, dictionary list isn't callable. Okay. Alright, we're not going to be able to finish this one, maybe, maybe not. I mean, I have like, what, an hour left? This is a challenge, so be ready. Oh great, a challenge course. I don't know if that's for today. Also, Monday I will not be streaming, I'll be on site with the client going over the Google Photos project. Which means I'll need to get that info. Username and password. Let me write that down. Okay. So students equals curly bracket Lloyd. Create 3 dictionaries. This one's Lloyd equals name comma homework can be an empty list, comma quizzes and tests. Oops, oh my god, my key popped off. Oh damn, I'll make sure it got it going the right direction when I put it back on. Guess I clicked that too hard. Still works. Alright, and now we need another dictionary that is Alice. Oh, wrong way. This way. There we go. I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to copy paste. And we'll change the name. To this whole thing, we're going to copy paste this whole thing. And Instead of Lloyd, it's going to be Tyler. There we go. I think we're ready. Yeah! Homework is 90, comma, 97. Oh, we're doing the point zeros as well. Okay, great. Great. 75 and 92. Quizzes 88.0 40. Ooh, damn. Lloyd, come on now. You're having some trouble there. 94. And tests 75 and 90. We include the decimal point so that our grades are recorded as floats and not integers. All right, run it. Yes, we did that. Put the dictionaries, put the 3 dictionaries together in a list. We're gonna call it students equals Lloyd Alice, oops, all ice, no, Alice, no, and Tyler. Students equals contains Lloyd, Alice, and Tyler. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I see it. Alright, next. For each student in your students list, print out that student's data as follows. For each student, for person in, for student in students, for student in students, print student's name, print students, terrible spelling, students homework, print students quizzes, and print students tests. For each student in my students list, print the student name. There we go. I guess I gotta put the quotes here because up there it's listed with quotes. Yes, that's what I was missing. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Surprise, surprise. Yes. And then I like doing this. So it makes a space between each of them. Next, maybe we will get through this one. Wow. It's okay to be average. Okay, when teaching a class, it's important to take the students' averages in order to assign grades. Okay. Bye. I should open the window a little bit. Hold on a second. See if I can get the window open from here. Oops, pushing a bunch of keys. My bad. There we go. Seems like that ladder works. Okay. Oh, my hair is finally starting to dry. All right, there we go. Hopefully now that will be a little bit better temperature-wise. So, what we need to do now is write a function average that takes a list of numbers and returns the average. So, average, define average numbers. Yes. Inside that function, call the built-in sum function with the numbers list as a parameter. Store the result in a variable called total. This feels like a little bit sticky. Inside that function, call the built-in sum function with the numbers list as a parameter. Okay, store the result in here. So what we really need to do is make this total equals some numbers. Use float to convert total and store the result in total. Okay, so then we want total equals float total. Okay. Divide the total by the length of the numbers list. Return that result. It smells like spring out. You smell the greenery. Return total. Let's see if that works. Line 21. Ah. Maybe this will work. Turn is outside the function. How about print total? Total's not defined. All right, we're close. We're close. Sum is amazing. What is it? I'm gonna open this one a little bit too. Oh well, I think it's too noisy. Sorry. There we go. And then the routine. Not too many people working on Friday, I guess. I don't blame them. It's so close here. Scoot up so I can see. feel like we're missing the thing that says to use it in each one. So maybe we need to do print average Lloyd. It's not happy with just here. There we go. 25 it's not happy with. Yes! 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 Next! Okay. Oh shit. They're calculating the average cost of apples and the average cost of bananas. Since we like apples much more than we like bananas, we weigh the average cost of apples by 90% and the average cost of bananas by 10%. The, whatever that is, / character is a continuation character, okay? Let me write that down. Right, / continuation of the current line. Write a function called getAverage that takes a student dictionary like Lloyd, Alice, or Tyler as input and returns his or her weighted average. So I feel like I need to create a list called students that contains the dictionaries of Lloyd, Alice, and Tyler. Mm-hmm. Student. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then the first one's going to be homework equals average saverage. That was saverage. No, just average. An average savage. Burn would be saverage. Average of student homework quizzes equals quizzes equals average student quizzes and tests equals average student tests. Then we're going to do one where it's like, okay, we repeated the steps above for quizzes and tests. Yep. Multiply the three averages by their weights. Return the sum of those three. Return. Homework is 0.1 times average student. Damn it. Can't we just make it average homework? Yeah, we can just make it times homework because we've already defined it there. Homework plus 0.3 times quizzes plus 0.6 times tests. Let's see if that will work. Return is outside the function. Yes! Yes! We even simplified it by doing those 3 lines above. Next. Might still make this today. Now let's write get letter grade function that takes the number score as input and returns a string with a letter grade that the student should receive. Okay. Define get letter grade score. Expect score to be a number. Okay. Inside your function test. Inside your function, test score using chain of if, elif, else statements. Excuse me. So we're gonna say what? If score greater than or equal to 90.0, return a ELIF score greater than or equal to 80. Gotta put a colon up here too. Return B, ELIF score greater than or equal to 70. Return C, ELIF score greater than or equal to 60.0. I gotta add the point zeros in here. Return D, else Return F. Is that right? Print score. And then we need else score equals 60.0. Return F. It's not happy with that score there. Score is not defined. Let's get letter grade. Print get letter grade get average. Void. Invalid syntax here. Doesn't like that one there. Object has no attribute. Stuck here. I think I did everything else well, and now I'm stuck here. I need to print out. Let's try student. Yes, it worked. And his letter grade is a C, but it's not happy with it because I think I didn't put his name in properly. Let's see what I didn't do right, because this is just a matter of syntax. So I'm gonna copy all of this, put it in Notepad, and then we will see where we went wrong. We're very close. I mean, I got the letter grade. It's at least printing something out. Okay. Add your functions below. Okay. Average numbers, yes. Total sum numbers, total float total. Return. Oh, so I could have reduced it by. No, it would be the same amount of lines, but they just write it in a different way. Total equals float total, and then return total divided by length of numbers. So I just said total is sum numbers, total is float total over length of numbers, return total. So I just did the multiplication in a different, or the, not the multiplication, the division in a different line than they did, but it still works. Okay. Define get average student homework equals average student homework. Yes. And I did it there. Homework quizzes tests. Yes. Get letter grade score. If score is greater than or equal to 90, return A. Greater than or equal to B. 80, B, 70. Yep, yep. Return D. Else return F. I even got that right. Why wasn't it working when I had it as Lloyd there? Maybe because I didn't have parentheses. I had like all the brackets and other dumb shit. Probably. That was the only thing I was missing. That was it. That was it. I didn't have the right brackets, and that made it really angry about that. Really angry. And he gets a B here where mine said C. Maybe because these here are not floats. Maybe he was like on the borderline. And by making them 0.0, that made all of them floats, which means it would report the decimal point. So instead of rounding like 79 point whatever up to a B, it kept it as its float and left it as a C. So that's probably what that was there. Okay, now we're going to do class average. Define a function get class average that has one argument class list. You can expect class list to be a list containing your 3 students. First, make an empty list called results. Results equals an empty list. And we're going to define class average for each student for student in class list. Oh man, we're doing all kinds of stuff here. Get average student. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to call it. We're not even gonna be able to finish this one because it's already 2:27. I've got to get some stuff together to be able to pick up the kids from school and go to the supermarket. Hooray! So, I hope you all have a good weekend. I won't be here on Monday streaming, but hopefully I'll be back Tuesday. We'll just have to see. All right. Have a great time, everybody. Bye. Let me... I say bye, and then I'm like, I gotta stop streaming first.